What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. We like doing DMZ missions over here and we're all busy working our way through season 2 of DMZ, which was a full refresh of all of the factions, all of the missions. But specifically today we are looking at a mission called Fast and Strong, which is in the tier 3 for White Lotus. This mission is a two-parter, and while it seems like it could be quite difficult, it is actually fairly straightforward. So the first step, obviously saying that you need to unlock a stronghold door. So for that, you're going to need a stronghold key. And then the second part of this mission, expecting you to clear 3 separate strongholds, each in under 20 seconds after unlocking the stronghold. Now, first things first, you can do this across multiple deployments. You don't have to do this in one trip to the DMZ. And speaking of deployments, in my opinion, the old Al-Mazrah map is superior for this particular mission to something like Ashika Island. Simply put, the strongholds which are on Ashika Island are not as exploitable as the ones that we have in Al-Mazrah, because that is definitely what we're going to do to finish this mission super easy. So what I mean by exploitable is that as you drive around and you look at some of the different strongholds on the map in Al-Mazrah, first of all, not all strongholds are born equal. Some of them are multiple floors with tons of enemies in, upwards of 8, 9, 10, possibly 12 enemies inside. And some of them can be literally one room with like 2 or 3 enemies inside. So obviously, if you want to do this super easy, you should be aiming for the smaller ones. Now, the second part of the, sort of like exploit, if we can call it that way, is to find strongholds that you can peek through the windows and actually see the enemies inside. This is going to allow you to pick these enemies off, and in the case of like a stronghold with 5 guys in, you can most likely neutralize at least 3 of the enemies by simply peeking into the stronghold from different angles, and most likely you could also kill the shield enemies, which are really the ones which take a lot of time to kill. So basically what you should be doing is just scope out the stronghold, try to get some angles, kill as many enemies on the inside, and then when you're ready for your 20-second timer to start, you pop the door, the timer will open up at the top obviously, and you simply hunt down whichever enemies you couldn't kill from the windows, which will be like 1 or 2 guys left, and once you kill them, you'll get a successful completion. Simply do this 3 times, and that's going to be the mission done and dusted, and it's on to better things. That means this video is also done and dusted. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Let me know if you found this mission also super easy. Definitely something that is common, or at least starting to be common for me now, is that tier 3 is kind of like a mixture of some missions which are ridiculously insane for the coordination that it expects from you, especially if you're a solo player, and some of the ones are just easy push through ones, and this is definitely, I would say, one of the easier ones. It seems like it's quite difficult with that 20-second timer, but if you employ this method and basically only have to go into a stronghold to kill like 1 dude or 2 dudes, then 20 seconds is super gracious and a lot of time for you to use. Either which way, thank you, and it's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world. And until next video, fucking cheers.